thing on? All right.
All right, Adam, thank you for joining us this week.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's been great.
We had a good time. So this past weekend, we were at Hannaford for a couple of appearances, and you got to meet a lot of fans.
A lot of fans, a lot of different shapes and sizes, and a lot of really cool people. You know, a lot of really cool people. It's
We only have 15 more questions, so you.
Sorry, was that too much?
Yeah. So you. Yeah.
Too much honesty there.
You're supposed to wait
Sorry
till
about that.
question 7. That's. You're good. Yeah. Yeah. So you were great. So what do you do right when the season is over? Is there a vegetation period for a player to just?
Yes, junk food, lots of couch surfing, just just vegetating for a while, like a good week, and then it's back at it. Honestly, yeah, vacation comes and goes around that time, but we get roughly a month to kind of do whatever we want. Then the training will start back usually. Yeah, typically.
Yeah, So what is it like the off season for you? Do you start you throwing? When does that start? December, or do you do it?
November. I start in November. Yeah, I don't like to lose the field too much, so that's just the way I like to roll. Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're ready to go now, aren't you?
Yes, sir.
I can
yes,
tell.
Sir. I am.
Last year was your second in Portland. I thought you had a great year.
Thank you.
I really did.
Thank you. Yeah, I think so as well. It was. I definitely felt like myself for the entire year, which is really cool. Not having to figure things out midway through, but just kind of trucking along with the same thoughts, the same routines the whole time. That makes a big difference, no doubt.
That's second year in AA. Is that what you mean?
Yes, yeah, and then just things that I had figured out in the previous off season, and just the familiarity with the coaches, and yes, yeah.
Including one that we have right here. Yeah.
Right.
Manager. I got to be careful. Yeah.
Manager.
Say coach. Yeah.
I said coach. Sorry,
Yeah.
Joe.
So the Sea Dogs had an okay game last April 25th at Binghamton. It was a no-hitter.
Yeah, it was okay.
Yeah. And this
Yeah.
guy didn't realize when he got the final out.
No, I was locked in. I knew I was probably going to pitch that day, and I was watching Kyle Hart just absolutely deal, and I was watching their swings, and I was just dialed into the game. I wasn't necessarily watching the scoreboard or to see if and you don't talk about no-hitters anyway, so I was locked in. I was just preparing for what was going to be an outing, a closed situation, and so I went out there with same normal nerves for a closing situation, and it was when I got the last out, and I first saw Luke Tendler, who was on the bench that day. I was like, well, why is he running out so happy? It's like everyone, and then I think Daniel McGrath told me, it's like, that was a no-hitter, dude. I was like, right, I knew that, cool. That's me, I did it. We did
It was
it.
Hart, McGrath, yourself, but we had there was a 7-hour trip.
Yeah, we got in at like, 7 a.m., 6 a.m., something like that?
And Binghamton had a 6-hour trip.
And you told me that, yeah, they had just got in as well. So we get in really early, take a nap, go to the field, probably at like 4 or 5, who knows, it was probably a late report, and then we absolutely shove it down their throats, you know?
Yeah, that was a great night. So sitting in the bullpen, that was good for you on that night. Is that you guys you're removed from the game but not removed?
Right. Back there, you can't really hear what's going on. There's like a plexiglass window that's kind of frosted over, and you can kind of hang your head out over the side and watch the game like that. But yeah, in that bullpen in particular, you're very removed from the game itself. Yeah.
You a great accomplishment, May 24th. You're promoted to Pawtucket.
Yeah.
5 games up there, first taste of AAA. And I know
Yeah.
the lineups are obviously the big differences up there.
Yeah, that was fun. That was a great time. That was cool. Matt Kemp hit a ball right back at me, and my glove came off, and I think he beat it out to first base. But yeah, you run into some big names there, and that's I had pitched in spring training, big league spring training, backing up games like that, but being in games that, not to say that spring training games don't matter, but being in games that are kept track of, and those are going to be on my player card, seeing those names, playing against them is really cool, and then the guys in the bullpen that I'm seeing, they're big leaguers for the most part. So that was really neat. That was a really cool experience. I really enjoyed that time.
You do have a great quote about pitching Aaron Judge. I know it wasn't the result you wanted, but it was, yeah.
Yeah, no, so I had him 0-2, and he's like 7 foot tall. 7 foot tall. And so I throw him a high cutter, and he just hits it dead center. I mean, in Tampa. The wind's blown out anyway. So Benintendi makes me feel good. He's saying, dude, the wind took that ball out. I was like, I don't know. He crushed it. So, but, I always like to come back and say I struck out Stanton the next at bat, so that's cool. But that's a cool experience to have.
I mean, there is some value to. I mean, I know doesn't count in the statistics, but facing big league hitters,
Yeah.
I mean,
It's a lot of exposure,
Yeah.
too. Even if it doesn't count, it still counts. So,
I was saying I saw you were a Nessa in a lot of the games that you got into. Those games were a Nessa.
Yeah, a lot of my friends saw that, too, at sports bars and whatnot.
They text you after the Judge game?
Yeah, pictures and videos, and I got a lot of crap for that.
So this is this really good stuff. The Boston Globe, Stan Grossfeld did a great story how you and Kelly bought the RV.
The RV, yes.
The 2009 Bighorn fifth wheel. So let's get into that.
All right, let's get into it. I bought this fifth wheel out of Iowa. It was the floor plan we wanted, so we flew from the beautiful La Jolla, California. We flew from there to Iowa, where it was like negative 10 degrees, snow everywhere. Anyway, we buy the RV. We have it shipped to my parents' house. My dad and I renovate the inside of it, so it's got like wood floors, leather couches, king bed, you name it. And then Kelly and I, we just live in that. We take it around the country. We took it up here. I lived in Freeport, took it to Mansfield when I was in Pawtucket, and then in Wells when I was there. And then this off-season, we took it out to Ventura, California, because why not? And it was, it's pretty cool because dealing with apartment complexes and constantly moving around like that, and do I get a furnished apartment? Do I bring my own stuff? It's like, well, I'll just bring the whole house with me. And it gives me an excuse to have a pretty cool truck. I mean, I know Michael's got a cool truck, but I like mine better.
So
it's fun.
I've been thinking here, you got to start your own RV, call it the Lao.
Me and my buddy were actually talking about it last night, talking about just selling. Well, I'm not going to say my business idea right here because we probably got business minds. So, but yes, me and my buddy talked about doing something similar to that. Yeah.
Your dad, we could have had your dad here as a guest.
Oh,
he's a pretty interesting guy.
Yeah,
Tell us what he does.
I love him.
Yeah.
He's the best.
Well, that's good. That's good to know.
It is good. Yeah, I love my dad. So he got promoted. He's a chief. He's in this management position out at NASA, and he's doing huge testing right now with the space launch system, and he's working with Boeing a lot, and he does a lot of budgeting, so he's shelling out millions of bucks and buying really cool stuff. I mean, he just told me he bought a crane, and he was like really pumped about it. Said it can lift all kinds of stuff. I mean, it's honestly incredible. Like, I love that kind of stuff. It's cool to me.
I mean, that is really cool. That job. Yeah.
No, it's very cool. It's rad. I'm gonna try to go out there while I'm in Madison. And go back out there and check it out.
You were a two-way player at one point.
Yeah,
So
in high school and college. But
what steered you to the pitching? Was it?
my ability.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hitting so hard, man. Hitting is so hard. I could hit a little bit for a pitcher, I guess, but as like a full-time hitter, not quite.
The path to get to the big leagues was better.
As a pitcher, right? Yeah.
Talk about going to UAB and what that experience was like.
Oh, it's great. I mean, we got Brian Shoup there. My pitching coach at the time was Josh Hopper. The hitting coach was Perry Roth, and then we had an assistant coach in Ron Polk. And if you guys know baseball, Ron Polk is a legend in college baseball. And what's huge about going to UAB is they not only want you to develop as a man, but not only as a player, but as a man, a God-fearing man. And so it's all about being uncommon there, and it's a really quality experience, honestly. I mean, it kind of formed me into the man I am today. I mean, that experience changed my life, no doubt. Those 3 years were humongous, yes.
What is Alabama like? Tell us.
It's odd. It's very hot. So after spending the summer here in Maine, not too many bugs, I go back down to Alabama for a week, and I'm seeing things with wings that I shouldn't be seeing. They were terrifying. They're all over the place. So Alabama, it rains a lot, good water quality. The real estate's decent right now, as with a lot of other places. But this time of year, it's pretty chilly, a lot of rain. In the summer, there's a lot of rain, and it's really hot. Yeah. And that's northern Alabama.
I think that would be a great commercial to visit Alabama.
Flying bugs and humidity.
Adam, I think whatever you do for the rest of your life, you're going to be successful at it. Whether it's pitching is, I think you're under the radar. I'm putting you on the spot here. This is an under the radar guy right here.
Thank you,
So
Mike.
keep your looking out to Adam Lau.
Cool.
All right.
Appreciate that.
We're gonna see him in Boston.
Heck yeah.
Yeah.
Nice. Thank you for having me.
Yeah. And your dad's coming next year to the dinner.
Okay, we'll bring him.
Thanks,